Hey everyone, good morning. It's Alison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Alison. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, which is in the lower mainland of Vancouver on the west coast. So welcome. If it's your first time, thanks for coming. And I'll just wait for people to pop on, and I'm going to just double check that I am broadcasting so that I'm not just talking to thin air here. Okay, and then I'm going to go over, make sure that my sound is on. All these things that you have to do. Make sure. Yeah, we're good. Okay, excellent. All right, now I'm just going to wait for some people to pop on, and then I'm going to get stamping and crafting away with you. Okay, hope everybody is having a good day. Usually I have more people popping on by now, but that's okay. If I talk to myself today, that's not the end of the world. Hi, Connie. How are you from Ohio? Nice to see you back. I haven't seen you in a bit. I was sick on Wednesday, so I was not online. Hope you were doing well in Ohio. You and I are it, but you can hear me, so that's good. I'm going to start in a sec. Connie, did you manage? Good morning, Diane. I'm good today. Thank you. Hope you are too. Did you guys get to watch the World Card Making Day? The free event that Stampin' Up! Put on yesterday? It was awesome. I'm not just saying that. I was honestly, in my heart of hearts, I thought, oh gosh, I hope nothing goes wrong. I hope it's good. Good morning, Donna. And it was excellent. So what I've done is I've posted the link to find the video repeat, like the recording of the presentations from yesterday. It's also, I've got a link there for the card measurements and also for the how to make the cards that they created. So I hope that you'll get an opportunity to go over and rewatch that or watch it for the first time. Now it's only going to be up and available until October 18th. So you've got a couple of weeks to do that, but I'd suggest making sure you put that on your list so you don't forget. Okay, you guys. Hi, Ellie. How are you? I was just saying that was such a fabulous event, wasn't it, Ellie, yesterday that we watched the World Card Making Day. Okay, so that was my reminder about that. Hi, Keisha. Good morning. So another few things I wanted to tell you about. Free shipping. Free shipping. Love free shipping. So when you spend $100 Canadian or $75 US on Tuesday, October the 4th, you will get free shipping. Nothing better than free. If you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to help you. Just reach out. If you live in the United States, my border buddy Patsy Waggoner lives in Minnesota, and she would be happy to help you. Her blog or way to get hold of her is stampstodiefor.com. Yeah, it was great. It was just super. Okay, now one of the things that they showed, I got an itchy eye, just a sec, you guys. One of the things they showed us yesterday, which was, I think, really fun and amazing, was a behind the scenes look at how the artist, the concept artist, is given a task. So she or he are given a list of things that they want to accomplish with a collection or a suite of products. And she treated us to her whole design process. So how she takes what she's supposed to do, what she needs to accomplish, and then draws it out on a computer and then works with it, creates dies, works on designer series paper. I thought it was really interesting to see how this all comes together. Now it's a brand new suite. It's a brand new sneak peek suite. So what that means is that the bundle, the stamps, there's two sets of stamps, and the dies will be coming in the January catalog, mini catalog. But the gorgeous embellishments and the gorgeous designer series paper, I believe, is only available during the sneak peek. Now, if you're a customer, you can take advantage of that sneak peek in November. But for those of us who are on this call, there's quite a few of us that are demonstrators, we get to order it on Tuesday. So we're kind of excited about that. Good morning, Wendy. Of course, not good morning for you. Oh, I'm so glad you caught me live. Hello. Anyway, that's just another perk. There's lots of perks of being a demonstrator. Of course, we get a discount on everything we purchase or anything that our friends purchase from us or our customers. So that's the number one perk. We have lots of communities. Like I have a Facebook group that's just for my team. So we have a community of stampers where we can chat and share, and that's another perk that I think is really fun. But we get sneak peeks and we get to order product, either if it's from the catalog or these special promotions, even celebration. We get to earn or purchase those before customers. So we're going to get to purchase that suite on Tuesday. So have a look, hop over, have a look at the Word Card Making Day video. And when you get to the part, you can fast forward if you want to get to the part about that. You can see her. I love watching how she did it. So speaking of joining Stampin' Up, I'd love to invite you to join my team, Canada Inks Up. I have 160 demonstrators from coast to coast, and we get together online. We also get together on Zoom, so we have lots of ways to interact, even though we might not live in the same city. If you join Stampin' Up in October, starting on Tuesday, so Tuesday's a big day, you are going to get, instead of the normal $165 Canadian in product, you're going to get $206. It's a funny number, isn't it? But so we're going to get like $40 more, and we only pay $135 for the kit, and there's no shipping. So think of that as even more savings, right? Because you're not going to be paying, if you were buying $206 worth of product, you'd be paying, well, $22 for shipping, but you're not going to be charged that. And you can add that fabulous collection that I talked about. You can add that to your starter kit if you want. So that's fun. And one more thing, Tuesday. Tuesday's a big day. Got free shipping. We've got join Stampin' Up. And the third thing is brand new kit. Now, you guys know about the kit collections, right? Those are the card kits that we sell. You can find them in my store, shopcrazywithallison.com. So you can go there and you can find all the kits in one place. But there's a brand new kit, and I'm excited about this one. It is called Birthday Card Organizer Kit. It's $34 Canadian. If you live in the US, you can get it from Patsy, and it's $25. What's really cool about it is it's a planner. So an 8x10 planner, which is going to have little pockets in it. And it's going to have like the months, January to December, and you're going to be able to put in and list all your friends and family's birthdays. It also comes with 12 birthday cards, 6 each of 2 designs, some die cuts and sticker sentiments. So I'm going to get one for my mother-in-law because I'm always giving her cards. My mother-in-law is 92, and she likes to send out cards. So I thought for Christmas I would give her the organizer and I'd fill it in for her. And then I'll make those 12 cards and I'll stick them in. And then I'll put a little pack of stamps, like the little 10 pack of stamps. And of course it comes with the envelopes, so she'll be all ready to go. And I'm going to buy one for myself too because I love it. And maybe a couple of extras for gifts. So watch for that on Tuesday. I will be sending out a newsletter tomorrow with all of this information. So if you're not on my newsletter list, you need to sign up for my newsletter list. How do you do that? Well, I'll post a link. I'm going to make myself a note. And or you can go to my blog, which is stampcrazywithallison.com, and you'll see the link there to sign up for my newsletter. And I like to include samples and tutorials, so I hope you'll join if you haven't already. So that's the news. So let me see what everybody's got to say. It's 6 p.m. in Swansea. You have to get some for Christmas gifts, Wendy. They are, I believe, available in all markets. So make sure you hop over there. Okay, so speaking of World Card Making Day, let me go over to my workspace. Here we go. And I printed off the directions for the cards. So I've given you the link so you can go and click and you can print these off. So this is the measurements for each of the cards that they showed. What I like about it is, of course, we're in different markets. So North America, we tend to use the imperial measurements. Some of my UK friends use imperial, but a lot use the metric. And of course, the South Pacific are all metric. So my friends in Perth, Australia, you've got everything there that you need to create the cards. And then we've also got a printout of the 3 cards that they showed us yesterday. Now, I do not have Cottage Rose. I actually have the stamp set, but the dies were on back order. They're coming, I think, at the end of October 24th. So I'll be picking those up. But I thought, well, what other stamp set do I have that's very similar to Cottage Rose? Like, what could I get away with? Because you always want to think of ways that if you find a card online or if I show you something, it's a good idea to say, okay, what can I substitute? Good morning, Janet. How are you this morning? Beautiful day. Fall is my favorite time of year. I know some people call it autumn, but I think Canadians tend to call it fall. I think we're literal, like the tree, the leaves are falling, therefore it's fall. So I think the United States use autumn. I'm not sure, but I don't tend to say autumn. Anywho, I don't even know how I got off on that tangent about fall. Oh, I was saying to Janet it was a beautiful day because she lives in my neighborhood, or she lives in my area. Okay, so don't have Cottage Rose. So what am I going to use? Well, I'm going to use Blessings of Home because I think Blessings of Home is similar enough to Cottage Rose that I can use it. And I do love this. This is in the main catalog. So this is in our annual catalog. And it comes with dies in a bundle. So here's some of the dies I'm going to use today. And then here are the excess dies. So we've got dies that cut out these flower images. So these ones. And then we've got all these pretty little foliage dies that we can use and little flowers. Okay. So that's what I'm going to use today. But I stuck with the exact same color palette that Stampin' Up! Used yesterday, which was Basic White, So Saffron, and Crumb Cake. And I just went ahead and cut my pieces just like they did so that I've got everything I need. Yes, I love Fond of Autumn too, Wendy. I don't know if you've caught me live lately, but you might have seen my replays. Did you watch the replays of the Fond of Autumn cards that I made? Actually, that's a very good idea. Fond of Autumn would have maybe been a nice substitute too. That's the card that we made last week. So that's true. That might have been a nice one to substitute. Okay, so I've got my Basic White and I've just cut it to 5.5 by 8.5, and we've scored it at 4 1/4. And we're just going to use my bone folder here to crease it. So that's a standard imperial size card. Of course, if you're living elsewhere and using metric, you'll adjust it. Then I've got a piece of 5. Let me make sure that that's correct. 5 1/4 by 4. Yes. So same thing, 5 1/4. Okay. And then I've got, I had to cut it bigger because the image from the, well, actually that's not true. I was going to use the larger image from this set, but I thought it overwhelmed the cards, so I changed my mind. But this is just a scrap piece to stamp my main image on. So let's start with the stamping. Let's grab, I've got Crumb Cake, and I want to use that large stamp. So this one here, I'm going to ink it up. Now, I did find that this was a bit too strong. So I need a scrap paper here. Found this too strong, so I'm going to stamp off. Okay, so that's called second generation stamping, and I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that on. So see, I get a lighter version of it. It would have been way too dark. You could even do a third generation if you wanted. I'm just going to turn it over and see if it's too light. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's too light, I think. So that's good. Gives us some definition, but not too much. All right. Then I'm going to take my scrap piece. I've got the smaller image from that stamp set. And I'm using the Memento ink because I'm going to be using blends. And when you use the blends, they're alcohol-based, so you need the water-based ink, or you'll end up with a mess. Isn't that pretty? What a pretty image. It's just really soft, and I really like it. Very vintage looking, and I do like vintage. Oh, good. I'm glad you caught me. Good. Just answering you guys as you go along. All right. So let's bring in our colors. So here we go of our blends. So we've got So Saffron, Crumb Cake, Old Olive, and Flirty Flamingo. And we're going to be coloring in our image. Now this is, I just happened to grab the thicker of the Whisper White. So I don't really need something underneath it because it's quite thick. But if you're using a regular white or any other, just protect your surface because the alcohol inks do go through and could stain something underneath. So you just want to be careful of that. So let's start. I'm going to color with the light Flirty Flamingo. And I'm just, you can see that the artist has already provided these little highlight lines, I call them. I don't know what she would call, he or she would call them, but that's what I call them. So I'm just going to add my Flirty Flamingo to those to start. You know, when I first started using blends, the instructions were you have to only work on a small area at one time because it'll dry and then it won't blend. That is not true. It'll blend anyway. So just use your color and then get all that color down and laid, and then you can keep going with a different color and nothing bad will happen. Now I want to take this and I think I want to just highlight some of the edges here just to give it some more definition. I learned so much yesterday at the World Card Making Day. I'm not just saying it. There were some tips. I'm going to go back and watch it again that I didn't know. Melody Hyde, who is a artist with Stampin' Up. She's one of the concept artists. She had a really great tip about photopolymer stamps because you know how our photopolymer stamps are pliable, movable, bendable. And that's part of the beauty because if you have a word, you can actually shape it, or a shape, you can actually change the shape. But sometimes if it's got a matching die, you don't want to do that. You want it to have your matching your die. So go and watch her presentation and learn how she makes sure that the stamp is going to fit the die. So brilliant. Okay, let's grab the light So Saffron. If you went to, I'm just going to go over it. If you attended the event yesterday, what were some of your things that you learned that you didn't know, or what was something about the event that you really liked? I liked a lot. I liked the pace. I thought it was really well paced. And you know, sometimes like if you're stamping along, you just can't keep up because, oh, I don't know, you've forgotten something and you leave and you go get it and oh my gosh, they're on step 10 and you're on step 3. Yesterday, what they did was they made a point of showing us once and we watched, and then it was like, okay, let's do it together. So you had that opportunity to see both, all the cards done more than once. And I thought that was really clever. Okay, so now I'm going to use my crumb cake. I'm just going to add some color to the inside of my flowers. Okay. And then I think I'm going to add little bit of dark crumb cake. And then I can go back over that. Make sure you always put your lids on tight. And there was somebody yesterday on the event, in the chat where you can see what people are saying. Somebody asked, how do I keep my blends from drying out? Well, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you cap it really well. So what I do is I tend to put my lid down and then really snap it. But I also store them flat. Don't store them up down like that, okay, like in a bucket or something. You want them stored flat. And of course, our blend storages, little units are perfect for that, right? Okay, let's grab the light old olive. And I'm just going to actually color in. Now, yesterday, this is one thing they did. They took that light yellow and they added it to the leaves. Now, I made a card last week using the Fond of Autumn. And we used some yellow in our leaves too. And it really makes a difference. It really can quite, it can really pop. And of course, blends, you don't have to worry about it because the color will come through. So I like that idea. I find coloring very relaxing. Some people don't like coloring. What do you guys think? You colorers or not colorers? This stamp set, I think, lends itself beautifully to not having to color. Just nice backgrounds and nice focal point on a card. I think it would look lovely just in crumb cake or a light color. And let's color those stems. There. Ooh, left out one. Forgot this little part of the leaf. Okay. I think I will add a titch. I don't want too much. I don't want too much dark because it's quite a subtle looking card. Oh my gosh, am I out of frame? I hate that. I need to put an X on my workspace so that I make sure that I'm, plus I was yakking and coloring and not really paying attention. So there we go. Hopefully you can see that. All right. So let me show you that. Pretty simple. That didn't take us very long to do. Let's see. You love coloring. Yeah, the line embossing is good. Janet, pace was great. I loved how they showed it twice, didn't you? And I'm going to go back and watch it too, Janet. I don't know. I just was blown away. I thought it was really well done. I think it was the best stamping presentation I've ever been to with Stampin' Up. If you liked it, let Stampin' Up know. There's a place I think you can send little comments or email them even. And maybe they'll do more for us because I really loved it. I'd hate to wait another year. I'd love to see it quarterly. I thought it was very inspiring. All right, so I'm just going to line all that up. Use my tape. And let's bring in our baby. Our little mini Stampin' Emboss, cut and emboss machine. Here we go. Can you see my little platform? So I've got the light gray and then the clear plate. And then we've got the cardstock die. And we're going to just go right through with that. Yeah, I agree, Ellie. It was excellent. I actually have no suggestion for improving it. The only thing I would say, and it's not a criticism, it's just what can I learn? Because we can always learn from things, is I think that people were having a hard time finding how to get on. And people who had pre-registered got an email, but some did not. And some got put in their spam and couldn't find it easily. So perhaps just an easier way of getting on by just saying, hey, just visit our your the store, like my store or the stampinup.com, and you'll see the link right there and you can click on it. I think that's the only thing I would say maybe a little bit would have made it a little bit easier. So let's cut some of these foliage from the crumb cake. Okay. All right. We've got our same sandwich. Oh, and I'll just grab that machine and we'll put that through. Oh, I need to work out. I need some muscles. I was thinking after I did this, maybe I should have put, the adhesive sheets that we sell. Maybe I should have used some of those because then they would have glue on them. But it's too late to, I think I did something wrong. Oh, you know what? Oh, look at that, you guys. Okay, if you ever want to use your dies as like embossing, I've just shown you how to do it. Ooh, I don't know if you can see. So basically, I put them up the wrong side up. So now we're getting that an embossed or debossed. And that actually is a technique, so you can do that. So I did that on purpose, you guys, so you can see it. No, I did not. Okay, let's grab another piece of crumb cake. Sorry about that, you guys. And why not? Let's try with the adhesive sheets. That's hilarious. Okay. So I want that to be there. You guys ever use these adhesive sheets? They're fun. All right. I know my dies were upside down. It's hilarious. Oh, hi, Kathy. How are you? Nice to see you. Nah, things can be fixed. In the world scheme of life, these are easily fixed. It's been years since I've done that. I put them the wrong way up. That's hilarious. Okay, so now we're going to peel this off. So we've got glue stuck between two pieces of paper. Let me just do my best to line that up. That's pretty good. Okay, now we're set. Okay, let's try that again. Look at that. I'm actually putting the dies down correctly. Oh, that was funny. Alrighty, there we go. I'm not too worried if I don't get all of them covered. These are quite delicate die images. Oops. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that they're not too delicate for this technique. Because if they are, then that'll be two things today that weave. You see how I've dragged you into my mistakes? Because we're a crafting collective. My successes are your successes and my boo-boos. Well, my boo-boos are my boobs, I guess. Okay, let's go through. So that's a little bit, a little more resistant, right? So I'm going to go back again. I love my mini. I use it more than my large one just because it's right here on my crafting table. However, sometimes you have to go back and forth. They are easy to use, Wendy. You're right. Okay, let me see how I did. It looks like we've cut them through. Oh, good. Yay. Now, if you want to see me sweat, you're about to see me sweat, okay? Because you're about to see me try and get the back off of these little tiny pieces. But that's what I'm here for. I'm here to provide Sunday morning entertainment. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes they're very delicate, and that machine, sometimes you have to really work at it to get them out. So you just, it's worth it sometimes because you've got the glue on the back, right? So sometimes it's a give and take. These are, see how really thin these are? So I'm finding that I might be easier. Let's tempt fate here. And let me pull the actual backing off. Here we go. This might actually, even though it looks like it's scary and might be harder, it's actually going to work out better. Because you see, by pulling that off, it's released it. I think the only reason that this is so finicky, is that a word? Is because these are just really fine lined dies. I usually use these on larger things. And I did tell you that you would enjoy watching me pull off this stuff. Look at that. See? I think I got them all. Yeah. Okay. Now, let me gather up my actual dies, because you know what I'm like. I lose stuff. Remember when we stamped this earlier? Now we're going to stick these on. So I'm just going to pull off the rest of this backing. And what happens is you end up with sticky. The glue is already on this. Can you see? It's stuck to my fingers. And let's just start positioning this. I think this one might be nice like this. Okay, and then again, this one here, I'm just going to pull off the back. Where is my trusty? This is a tool you cannot live without. If you've been living without it, I'm sorry, but you have to get it. It's, you take your pick. Take your pick. And it's good for so many things, including digging under this so I can grab it so I can, there. So I'm going to bring this in. I just want to see how this is going to be positioned. So I think that like that would be good. So yeah, you just keep. Now, the first card that I made, I did not use the adhesives. Okay. So what I did for those was I did a bit of a cheat. I laid them all out, and then I put a piece of tape across, and then I lifted them up and put a dot of glue behind each one. So either one of these works. It just is a question of how much patience you have and how much, you know, you don't mind picking. For me, I think on balance, I would do it the old-fashioned way, the way I did it originally. And like I said, only because of the dies that I'm using. They're a bit small. I think those cottage dies are, is there a large one? I think it would be good to use this on that because you got a lot of surface to cover and it would be really great. I like this one. I think this one I'm going to have like so. Okay. Getting the idea? Use the pokey. Do the hokey pokey. Hi, Elaine. Good morning. How are you? Did you watch World Card Making Day, Elaine? If you didn't, go back and watch it. It's fantastic. It really is fantastic. Okay. Poke. Hope it's nice in Kamloops. I don't know what it's like where everybody is. Like I said, Donna and Diane and Janet and I are enjoying a beautiful day. Yeah, I think I think my advice is when you get these little guys, these are too small, you guys. They're just driving me nuts. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that on there and grab my glue. So now we got double glue. But you know, sometimes when you're fighting something and you're frustrated, it's best just to go, I'm going to build a better mousetrap. And okay, there we go. I like that. Well, that might be enough, actually. I cut 5, but I think I only used 4 on my other one, too. Yeah, I think that's good. Sometimes less is more. All right. Now that we've done that, let me grab I got a brand new set of dimensionals. I must say, I was watching the World Card Making Day yesterday, and the concept artist, Melody, was putting stuff together. And oh my gosh, on a little thing, she had like 5 or 6 dimensionals. I'm like, oh. I had a little bit of a, so, I mean, you don't want your piece to sag, but I think you don't have to make it quite that big. Okay, so here we go. Gosh, let me make sure I'm in. Yeah, I'm in frame. Then we're going to play that down. Okay, I like that. I think I might have gone a little bit higher. Let's just move that up. Just go like that. I think I like that better. Okay, there we go. Now, I've got a piece of So Saffron. The instructions call for like, I don't even know, it's a little tiny strip. It is in the instructions. 3/8 of an inch by 3.5. That's lovely. If you want to do that, go for it. I'm going to use a bigger piece and I'm going to trim it. I did like that Shelley and Sarah mentioned that yesterday, that if you feel confident, go ahead and do it with the little strip. But I think it was Shelley that said she often stamps and then trims down the piece. And that's what I like to do too. Although I don't like the way I stamp that. Ugh. Good thing there's 2 sides to every piece. Have a perfect birthday. Don't you love that font? I love that font. Okay. Let me grab my trimmer. Now, I am fortunate. I do have the cute little trimmer that we were able to, as a demonstrator. There's another perk a couple of years ago. This was one of the free gifts for signing up. But as current demonstrators, they allowed us to purchase it. So that was fun. Lots of perks. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that October is a great time to join my team. Because we do get special perks, which are nice. Here we go. And we've got our Have a Perfect Birthday. I'm going to put mini dimensionals on the end here, like so. But then I'm going to use my glue at this end because remember the rule, this is popped up, right? So we want to make sure that we pop up the word. It's going to be kind of at the same level as that. But this, we don't want to double pop because otherwise it'll be like a ski slope. Okay, so let's put some dimensionals on here. I won't pull a full melody, but I will put more than normal. I'll put one in the middle. Let's pop those off. You don't want it sagging in the middle. And we've got quite a bit of product on here, like images, so we don't want it to be too heavy. There we go. It's not nice the way it's just the white on white, but this layer is popped up so you get that illusion of depth. Now, when you bought, during the promotion for World Card Making Day, when you bought any of those 3 bundles that were available, you got a free iridescent pearl. And I'm going to color those with the dark Flirty Flamingo. You probably won't be able to see this very well on camera, but in person, it's a very sweet, soft look. So let's do a couple of big ones. And then I'm going to do a few of the little ones. Oops, that went flying. Is that the third thing today, or is this the second thing? I think it's only two weird things today. Okay, I think that's 7 of them. That's a good number. Always kind of want to do the odd number thing. All right. Grabbing that take a pick tool. We've got our little putty on the end so that we can pick up our pearls. And let's just put those little areas around. Whoop. I want to go flying. There, I think that's good. I think that's good enough. Okay, whoops. So there's my version. I don't know why this is so out of, sorry guys, hopefully you've been able to see it. So the original, which of course I can't create, is here, Cottage Rose one. So hopefully you can see that with just different items, you can really create a very similar card, even if you don't have what you need. Sorry, Wendy, I just saw it now. Can you see it now? I brought it down. Sorry about that. My camera was just out of sync, you guys. Sorry. Oh, I'm glad it's still pretty in Kamloops. We were having a gorgeous day down here. And you watched the World Card Making. It was awesome. It was just, I mean, I can't tell you guys. It was just phenomenal. All right. That's our card for today. You like mine better? Aw, thanks, Diane. You're so sweet. I like theirs, but I don't have the dice, so I couldn't do it. So have a perfect birthday. Wouldn't that be great in that new, you know, that I was telling you about the new birthday kit that's coming on Tuesday, right? The kit collection. That's a great one to pop in the little pockets to send out when someone's birthday comes. Okay, let me tell you one more thing before I go. The Ange and Alison Roadshow, also known as our creative event every month. This month, we're going to be using, grab it. Oh, sorry guys, I just have to grab it out of my bin here. We're going to be using the Celebrate with Tags stamps and the Celebrate with Tags dies. Now, I have taken these apart because I was making some cards for a class. But these are fantastic. You've got these cards. You can make birthday cards and anniversary and Valentine's, and we've got winter. We've got knits, and we've got snowflakes and all sorts of labels that we can use. So we're going to be using that. That's our bundle that we're using. Celebrate with Tags. Now this is in the mini catalog. Have a look at that. Your class is $40 for cards, like we always do, and you're going to receive. We're going to be using this fabulous paper. Now, this is one of the host sets of designer series paper. I've got everything out of the way there. Let's see. Yeah. Love this. Look at this. It's called Celebrate Everything because you can celebrate everything with this paper. It's going to be good for birthdays and all occasions and Christmas and New Year's and all sorts of things. So I'm trying to spread it out because there's 12 different designs. Eek. I got them all in there? I think so. So 12 different designs, right? And then, of course, Stampin' Up, they're always double-sided. So look at this. Fall, Christmas, Halloween, Canada Day, or 4th of July, birthday, Christmas. Love it, right? So you're going to get the equivalent of 12 by 12. So we're going to have to cut them to 6 by 12 just to mail them to you, but you're going to get that. You're going to get a full roll of the 1/4 inch seam binding. The reason we love this ribbon so much is because we can color it with the blends. So the beautiful bright colors in here, we can take our blends and color them to match if we want, right? And then we're going to be using the 2022-2024 in color decorative dots. I think that's what we're using, pretty sure. Because look at these gorgeous colors that go with it. Just love those. I don't know what happened there. That's jumped in from another set. Okay, so that for $40, you're going to get the PDF, 4 cards cut for you, and all this product as part of your class fee. The class itself will be on November the 5th. I'm going to visit my daughter. Let me grab here. I'm going to visit my daughter, so we had to push it into November. And let me bring that card back so you can see it. Just as a reminder. There we go. There's the card. Okay. Maybe bring it down a titch. Bring it into focus. There we go. I have a card. Let me show you this card. Now, this is not one of the cards from the class, but here's a card made using that Celebrate with Tags stamps and dies. Isn't it gorgeous? So we're looking forward to that class. So stay tuned for more information about that. Okay. What else have we got? Can you case it? You can case whatever you would like. Everything I show you guys is given freely. You can use it in your own crafting. Happy to inspire you. Thank you very much. What else have we got? You prefer my card? You guys are so fun. Hi, Mern. You snuck in there. Good morning, Jacqueline. You also snuck in there. No problem. Watch the replay. Yeah, give it a try, Janet. I actually love that Blessings of Home. So maybe it was good that I didn't have the set. I had to think outside the box. And yes, you can case it. All right, you guys. I think that's it. That's it. Any other questions? I certainly front-loaded you with lots of information. So we've got the links to the World Card Making Day. Please go watch. Check out that brand new sneak peek that's coming for customers in November, coming to demonstrators on October 4th. Yay. Check out the Join special in my newsletter that's coming tomorrow. If you're not signed up for my newsletter, please sign up. You can do that. I'll post the link. Let me write. Oh, I did. I wrote a note. My link changed because I changed services. So let me do that. Or you can go to my blog, stampcrazywithallison.com, and you'll find the link to join my newsletter. And we've got the Join special. A lot of the people that I've been chatting with on this call today are on our team. So Janet and Mern and Jacqueline and Elaine, they're all part of our larger Canada Inks Up group. And we have lots of fun on our private Facebook group and Zooms. So we hope you join. So that's for $135 starting on Tuesday. You can pick whatever you would like from the catalog. Anything you would like from either catalog or the birthday kit. You can get that new sneak peek that I was talking about. And but you're going to get $206 worth of product for that $135. So watch for more information about that. Okay, no other questions? You want that class? Yeah, it's going to be really fun. It's really bright and fun and cheerful. And I suggested to Ange, we always go through like, should we do this one? And I said, what about that Celebrate with Tags? And she was like, oh, I love that. And you know, Ange's cards are always so cute. So I'm sure her little brain is going a mile a minute thinking of fun projects to share in our class. All right, so join me back here on Wednesday. Thanks for understanding about last Wednesday. It was just not well. So I'll see you Wednesday at 3. And I will be sharing a card made with the Celebrate with Tags. It's going to be pink and black, and it's going to be bright and fun. So please join me. You enjoy your day too, Janet. Thank you, everybody. I hope you get some time to craft this week. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.